Good evening. This is a 30-minute practice designed to help you wind down at the end of your day or at any time of the day when you want to bring your body to a state of ease. Just start by taking a comfortable seat and widening your thighs back and apart by taking hold of the thighs, and the inner thigh moves down. Draw the flesh of your buttocks back and out behind you. Then bring your hands to the tops of your thighs and manually inner rotate the thighs a few times. So quite firmly pressing the flesh of the inner thighs downwards towards the floor, and do that repeatedly. As you do so, you should start to feel your belly really start to soften and your pelvic floor to release open and down. So do that twice more. And then rest your hands on your thighs and close your eyes. Deepen your breath. Toning the back of the throat for Ujjayi breathing. See if you can observe that on your inhalation, the pelvic floor moves subtly downwards. And on your exhalation, it draws back up. It's important that at the end of your day, you know that you did your best. That you trust that whatever experiences you've had, whether you perceive them to be positive or negative, that you're in exactly the right place at the right time. And that each experience is an opportunity to grow. Bringing your hands together now in front of the heart. Bow your chin to your chest, honoring yourself, honoring wherever you are in your life at this time. And then release your hands down, gently open your eyes, and we'll come to all fours, please. Inhaling, release your belly down, lift your sit bones, lift your gaze, and then exhale, scoop the tailbone forwards as you round your back and take your chin to your chest. Inhale, look up, inner groins move back and apart. Exhale, tailbone scoops forwards, and as you push up between your shoulders, you can sway the head gently side to side, releasing any tension. Inhale, inner thighs spiral back and apart. Exhale, scoop the tailbone forwards. One more time. Inhale, look up. Lift the underneath of your sit bones. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, come back to the neutral position. Place your hands, spread your fingers wide. Walk your knees back an inch or two. Tuck your toes and stretch back, downward facing dog. spread across the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, squeeze your shins together. Widen your knees as wide as your ankles. Widen your inner thighs back and apart, your inner groins back and apart. Broaden your sit bones away from one another. And then root back through the ankles, the shins, the tops of the thighs as you straighten your legs. Root down from your pelvis, down through your heels towards the earth. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, bend your knee and bring your knee in towards your nose, rounding your back. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, knee to nose. And then bring your leg across the body to the left now, coming onto the side of your right foot. Flex your foot, keep the leg straight and strong, and then slide your feet away from one another so you can come down onto your outer right hip. Come onto your fingertips, scoop your tailbone, drawing your belly round to the right, and then bow forwards. And if you can, take your gaze over to the right. Breathe into the back of your left lung. And then again, ground your hands. Come back to three-legged dog. And step the right foot forwards between the hands. Turn your left foot out and come up to warrior two. Line your feet up. The heel of the right foot intersects the middle of your left foot. And then bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. Bend both knees and manually inner spiral your thighs back and apart. Extend the left leg straight. Scoop your tailbone, lifting up your belly, and then open it out for warrior two. Turn your right knee more to the little toe side of the foot as you scoop your tailbone and lunge deeper. Bring your hands alongside your front foot and step it back to plank. Inhale here. Squeeze your shins together. Inner spiral the thighs up towards the ceiling. Scoop your tailbone and then slowly lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, stretching out your spine, your arms, your legs. Lengthen the sides of your throat. Broaden across the shoulders, left to right. Breathe into the back of your belly. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee in, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bend the knee in. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, knee to nose. Take your left leg out to the right this time. Straighten the leg, come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Flex the foot and then slide your feet away from one another, coming down to the floor. Coming onto the fingertips, scoop your tailbone, draw your inner body round to the left and bow forwards. Breathe into the back of your right lung. Ground your hands, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forwards and turn the right foot flat. Inhale, open it up. Warrior two, bringing your hands to the tops of your thighs. Bend both knees and manually in a spiral, the thighs back and apart. Heart comes forwards, hips move back. Extend your right leg straight. Scoop your tailbone, open your arms out to the side and lunge deeper. Soften your shoulders. Keep the legs strong and clear. Expand from your heart out through the fingertips of both hands. Exhale the hands alongside the front foot, step it back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale lower. Inhale cobra. Exhale downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Step it forwards between your hands. Turn the left foot flat. This time as you come up, you'll stay facing your front leg, lunging deeply, and clasp your hands behind your back. Lift the sides of your chest, draw your shoulder blades back, and straighten your arms, drawing your hands away from you. Bow forwards, right shoulder comes to the inner edge of your right knee. Root down strongly through your left foot, so your inner left thigh lifts up and hugs the bone, and then scoop your tailbone as you bow down. Hook your elbow on the outside of your right knee and curl the left shoulder blade onto the back of the heart as you turn to look up towards the ceiling. Keep tucking your tailbone under so your belly hollows. And then release your right hand to the floor, sweep your top arm alongside your ear. Draw the legs together, inner thighs move back and apart. Scoop your tailbone and turn your lower belly more towards the ceiling as you open to Parsvakonasana. Exhale, place the hand alongside the front foot, step it back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Enjoy your breath. Long, deep Ujjayi breathing. Breathing down into the back of the belly. Inhale, raise your left leg. Step it forwards to the front of the mat. Right foot turns flat. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift the sides of your chest up into your armpits. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open your heart. And then exhale, bow forwards to the inner edge of your left foot. Lift your throat, draw your shoulder blades, tips of the shoulder blades more onto the back of the heart. And then bow down, taking your arms over your head. Draw from your inner right heel up into your inner right groin, and then extend back down. Inner right groin down into the foot. Tuck your tailbone under, and then hook your left shoulder, outer edge of your front knee. Curl the right shoulder blade onto your back as you open it up towards the sky. Left hand to the floor, right arm alongside your right ear. Draw the legs together, inner spiral the thighs back and apart. Scoop your tailbone and turn your lower belly more towards the ceiling. Exhale the hand down to the floor, step it back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of your exhalation, bend your knees, jump to the front. Inhale, extend your spine forwards. Exhale, fold down. Bring your hands to your outer shins now, and softening your knees, press your shins in towards one another. Widen your knees as wide as your ankles. Widen your inner thighs back and apart. Your inner groins back and apart. Your sit bones broaden away from one another. And then bring your hands to your backs of your calves, press them forwards, keeping your chest on your thighs. Start to straighten the legs, tops of the thighs root back. Draw the crown of the head down towards the earth. Lift your shoulders up and away from the earth. And then inhale, rise up, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale the hands down in prayer. So we'll take a blanket now to prepare for shoulder stand. It's a good idea to have a nice thick blanket, and I've folded this one ready. Place it in the middle of the mat, and then fold the mat over the blanket. When you come and lie down, you want your head to be on the floor, your shoulders on the blanket. And it's important that your head can slide. So if you like to have something underneath the head because it doesn't feel comfortable on the floor, you can place maybe a very thin blanket there, but it needs to be able to move because as you come up, your head will move. So come and lie down now with your shoulders about an inch away from the edge of your blanket. Head is on the floor. If you find it difficult to come up into shoulder stand, you can take it to the wall and walk your feet up the wall, which makes it much easier. Otherwise, press your hands down, take your legs over your head, and we'll come to Halasana, plow pose to start with. Interlace your hands, walk the shoulders towards one another, outer rotating, externally rotating the shoulders. Press your forearms down and lift your hips up towards the sky. Just take a few breaths there to open the shoulders. And then bending your elbows, support your back with your hands and take your legs up. Squeeze the legs together, inner thighs move back, scoop your tailbone up towards your feet and stretch up. The feet are active as if you were in Tadasana. Press your upper arms down into the floor. Extend your hips up towards the sky. Keep your throat open by gently pressing the back of the head down into the earth. Take your right leg down towards the floor now. Take your inner left thigh back more and then draw your outer right hip back. So you might find that your foot doesn't reach the floor when you do that, but better to line the pelvis up so the pelvis is square. Extend out through both legs. Inhale, take the right leg up, and exhale, left leg down. Inner right thigh spirals back. Draw your outer left hip back to square the pelvis, and again extend out through both legs. On your next inhalation, take the left leg back up. And then exhale, take both legs down, feet to the floor behind your head. Coming back to Halasana. Clasp your hands, straighten your arms, draw the shoulder blades together and press your forearms down. Lift your hips up, inner groins up towards the ceiling. Breathing deeply. This is a really good pose to prepare you for sleep and helps you to sleep more soundly. If you're at the wall, you'll come back down by walking the feet down the wall. If you're in the middle of the room, press your hands down and use your abdominal muscles to roll out one vertebra at a time, coming down slowly. As your pelvis reaches the floor, bend your knees in. And then walk your whole body back so that your hips are up on the blanket and all of your upper body is on the floor. Bring the feet together, knees out to the side for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take the inner groins down towards the floor, scoop the tailbone. Take a few breaths here. And then bring the knees together. Roll gently to the right and come back to sitting. We're just going to remove the blanket once more and straighten the mat out, ready to come and lie down. Lying on your back, extend your left leg out straight. Bend your right knee in and take hold of the back of your right thigh. Root your inner left thigh down towards the earth. So we really want the top of the thigh bone to release downwards, signaling to the body that it's time to rest. Then press the back of your right hamstring into your hands. And you can imagine with your right foot that you're pressing a heavy object away from you. Extend your right leg straight up towards the sky. Extend your outer right hip away from you and breathe deeply down into your lower belly. Notice the more that you press the back of your right thigh into your hands, the easier it is to fill the belly with the breath. Release your right leg, extend it along the floor, bend your left knee in, grab hold of the back of your thigh, root your inner right thigh down, and again imagine you're pressing with your left foot a heavy object away from you as you press the back of your left thigh into your hands. Straighten the left leg. Tuck the outer left hip away from you. Long deep breaths down into the belly. And then release. We'll take a couple of minutes in Savasana. So let your feet fall out to the sides, arms a few inches away from you, palms turn up towards the ceiling. And allow the body to come to rest. Allow your mind to come to rest. by putting space between your thoughts. Bring your awareness gently back to your body as it rests on the earth. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, think of letting go of any negativity, any judgment towards yourself. Bend the knees in one at a time. And slowly roll to the right. Use your hands to push yourselves up to sitting. Come and take a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow your chin to your chest. Sweet dreams and namaste. Thank you for taking this class.